Hello everyone, it's Mike Levin, September 29th, around 3:20, and it's Tuesday. I'm back at work after a 4-day stretch with Adiella. What started out as it was going to be sort of a focus time for me to get Pipulate done, really, and to wrap up a year's worth of work very cleanly to present to my boss. I was kind of pumped about it, that we would have a few clients pipulating on my system, and it would show exactly what it would do. And through life and fate being what it is, didn't happen. And I ended up spending all that time with my daughter instead. And I couldn't be happier. I have to say a few things. First, I really enjoy her company. And it's hard to appreciate how much her and I are alike and have in common. And how she's going to be such a wonderful opportunity for me to give her chances I wish I had for myself. Because I know she's going to be the kind of person to recognize, take advantage, and appreciate it. I kind of hope, really. So, we would have stayed longer together if we could. We were at the Catskills and we decided it was time to finally get home. And we left early on Sunday to get home because we were worried about the animals. We wanted to make sure everyone had enough food. Because, you know, we often do a weekend, but going out on a Friday and coming back, say, on a Monday night, which I could have done because I ended up taking Monday off, was a real possibility. So that's, you know, all day Saturday, all day Sunday, all day, 3 long days without, let's see, this is 35th. I overshot, I think. I did, yes. So we were in the Catskills all that time and came home middle of the day yesterday to check on all the animals, who are actually just fine, and we could have probably stayed the solid day. But we had so much fun. We did all different things, and we did a lot of watching TV together, which is probably, in the most traditional sense, a no-no. You're going to the Catskills to get away from all that stuff, the assault of media and the crowdedness of the city, both around you and in your mind. It's easy to allow yourself to get exposed to a lot of media, and one of the advantages of the Catskills is to have rules like it being a no screen zone. But we were out watching a new episode of Steven Universe, which is really awesome, by the way. Addie and I are bonding over it. And we watched that on a tablet that I got for free when I upgraded my phone. So it was just like a freebie tablet that I had that was just thrown in. And she was eating watermelon that was given to us by a neighbor. And we're sitting in front of an awesome raging fire that consisted mostly of our kitchen countertop that had been turned into a table and then allowed to season well for a couple of seasons. And I'm sure any poisonous lacquer or whatever was long ago turned chemically inactive. But it certainly looked like untreated burnable wood. So we built ourselves a nice little bonfire of that, and it was enjoyed by all. And it was just a great time. Sure, she was also into a show, but it was a half-hour show, and or probably less than that. I'm used to the olden days with commercials being measured in. But it was a quick show, and we always are checking for when new episodes come out. We're really into it, you know? It's like, hey, a new Steven Universe was just released. Let's watch it. And then maybe we'll watch the episode before to catch up on where we should be in our mental state. And now it gives us sort of a common language in day-to-day life. It helps me to get her to brush her teeth last night when she kind of dug in and decided she didn't want to go to bed. And there was nothing Rachel and I could say to change her mind. And then I said to her, do you want to dance? And she goes, are you gonna fuse with me? Which is a reference to Steven Universe, which is a little bit strange, but I got her to brush her teeth. And I was quite proud of myself. And yeah, watching shows is okay if you watch it with them. And if it's this like awesome stuff with this like, you know, fun to watch, but also a nearly epic storytelling, you know, line running through it, which is like why I like Star Wars too. It's like, you know, a Greek epic, you know, the tale of redemption of, you know, mostly centered around one man, Darth Vader, but you don't even know that until, you know, the 3rd episode. Which is really the 6th episode, and all that. And I can't wait for the new Star Wars. I wonder if Addie will be into it and we'll bond over that too. Well, anyway, I rambled on long enough. Point being, I had a great time with my daughter over the past 4 days, and you know, I'm glad it worked out that way. There will always be time for work, but my daughter is at these precious ages that she's always at. Each age is another precious age that is never going to be repeated, and these are the formative years. So whenever I have a chance like that, I'd be crazy to not take advantage of it. So I'm glad things worked out the way they did. And I got a few goodies for my daughter now that, you know, I'll be able to give her gifts that I brought home from work as motivation. I'll hold them back as prizes for her doing good things here and there, so that I don't have to, you know, use Jedi mind tricks on her to get her to brush her teeth. Thanks for joining me. Hope to talk to you soon, and don't forget to subscribe.